Purpur is a very interesting block, to say the least. It looks alright in the end, where there's nothing but one other colour, but when used in the overworld, yeah, not the nicest. But it's still possible to make this block work, and here are some tips on how. Contrast is very important when it comes to building with Purpur. Unlike normal blocks, Purpur is a very strong and vibrant colour that doesn't blend too well with other blocks, but that doesn't make it unusable. Because of its contrast, you can actually use other blocks to stand out amongst the Purpur as well. One of my favourite combos is Quartz and Purpur. There's just something that's so appealing about their stark contrast to everything, and they ironically blend well because of its unsubtlety. You can also make use of the darker woods and plants, they also work very well. Glass. Now this one might seem a bit vague, and that's because it is, but glass is very useful as it helps break up the build a lot more. Similar to building with normal blocks, you can make use of windows to help the Purpur blend in more, and not be this hideous block in the middle of nowhere. And it might be because I've been building too much in the Undertale build, but I like to imagine Purpur as some sort of royalty block. It works surprisingly well and looking like some palace ruins or something. Lighting. Now, if you've been following our other build series, you'd know the importance of lighting in buildings. Lighting is the thing that changes the build from a model to a structure. And it's very important to account for where you're building what the scenery is like. For us, we were building in a cave and had to make it feel ruined and abandoned. Utilising this, we tried to use the shadows to our advantage and dim out the brightness of the block so it looks much more like a ruin rather than some awful coloured painting. Seriously, just look at the difference. So, I'd highly recommend thinking about what aesthetic you're going for with the build before placing the lights everywhere, as it might just be the thing that could make it work. Overall, Purpur in general is not a very easy block to work with into a build, but when used right, it can be one of the things that can make the build into something much more special.